Well, 5 years. It's been 5 years that I've been in the Brony Fandom. It's come a long ways, I'll tell you that. It surely had some ups and downs, and surely had some things thrown from side to side, even. But um, I'm still here. I'm still in the Brony Fandom, and I'm happy with where I'm at. A little bit of a story on how I got into My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I remember I was coming home from school one day. This was freshman year of high school. And I was coming home from practice one day. And I was watching a YouTube video. And I happened to find a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic ad coming up for season 3 finale or such and such or something like that. Or new episode next week or some sort of promotion and all that. And I'm like, meh, why am I getting this ads, And, just out of the curiosity that I was intrigued, I just immediately searched up My Little Pony in the keywords of YouTube. And the very first episode I saw, or that I clicked on, the very first thing that I clicked on was the episode. There was a full episode, Games Ponies Play from season 3. Like, it was uploaded it was uploaded like a week or something ago. It was very recent. And this was like, it had to have been 2 weeks before the season 3 finale actually premiered. And so anyways, when I watched the episode, half of my mind was like going, what the hell am I watching this? Why am I hell watching a show of cartoon horses? Oh, cartoon horses. And then half of my mind was like, cartoon horses, animation, a cool story. Hey, this isn't bad. This is something that's pretty good. And so that was my mindset going into watching the episode Games Ponies Play. And I eventually finished the episode, and I was just looking in the suggestion for videos, and just I see a bunch of other episodes, and then I ended up watching Wonderbolt Academy next, and that ended up being my favorite episode. Well, one of my favorite episodes. My favorite episode of My Little Pony is Hurricane Fluttershy from season 2. And from there on out, I just kept watching more episodes, and watching more, and then watching more. And then from there on out, I pretty much became a brony. I mean, I denied that I was a brony, for many reasons, because I had no idea what the heck a brony was at the time. I mean, the only case I knew what a brony was I had a friend of mine whose name was Rowan, and he had a Rainbow Dash Brony bracelet. And so that's kind of how the story went down and how I became a brony. And, over the years in the fandom, I've had many experiences. I mean, I didn't start contributing and making fan content in the fandom until 2016. I mean, hell, I started, it took me a whole year for me to start communicating with people in the community and all that. Like, I stayed kind of a closet brony for a few, 4 or 5 months after watching the show. And then my parents came in. And then my parents came and told me, son, why you keep watching a show about cartoon horses? Why you keep watching My Little Pony? And why do you keep it all secretive? And I had no idea how to answer it because, one, I was 15 at the time. Being a 15-year-old, you make stupid decisions and stupid stuff. That's what teens do. But, yeah, so I told my parents that, there's nothing wrong with the show. I just like watching the show, and I just said it right from my guts. And they, slowly but surely, I kept easing my way and telling my parents that I like My Little Pony. And it took a solid, couple of, a year or so for them to fully understand the whole brony thing and all that. And it wasn't until like 2014 when I started going on Equestria Daily quite a bit, and you know, that was the time to be on Equestria Daily because it was the season 4 hiatus and everything was so, it was just very fan interactive because there was nothing going on. There was no promotions or anything. It was just simply the spacing of the hiatus. So from season 4 to season 5. Then when season 5 came around, this is probably one of my favorite times of the Brony fandom that I've been in. It was an absolute blast to be in the Brony fandom in 2015, I believe, because I remember the hype stirring up for season 5 and the episode, the cutie map. And just watching that episode for the first time, I was watching it on a stream. It was bombarded with bronies all around the world just watching this episode. And I was stoked with this episode. I went all over the forums and Equestria Daily and everywhere and just telling my friends, this episode is beginning. It's season 5 of My Little Pony. Hoorah! And, that's just kind of how it went down. So, that's just kind of how things went. That's how things went. It was really fun. It was fun back then. And, from there on out, I started actually, buying a lot of pony merchandise. And I remember the first thing of pony merchandise, I think was like 2014, I think. So it was like 1 year being a brony or something like that. In the summer of 2014, I bought a Spitfire Funko, which they don't make those anymore, the vinyl figures. And I have 4 vinyl figures. I'll probably show a picture of it. But I have Rainbow Dash, Spitfire, Rarity, and Princess Twilight Sparkle. And, it's pretty cool. And then that's how I kind of started my collection on making, that's how I kind of started my brony collection, all that. And, cool stuff. It was pretty fun. I remember one time in the Brony fandom where I think my number one memory in this fandom is probably, not only 2015, where I started really chatting with bronies online and all that, but I think the most recent memories of the fandom probably has to be like 2016 or maybe even 2017 even. Right now being a brony it's came a long way to me. Things have changed. I don't watch the show that much anymore, and I don't really even feel like watching season 8 of My Little Pony. You know what I mean? Things have definitely changed. I rewatch some episodes here and there, and especially if it's like a Wonderbolts theme episode, or hell, even if there's like a new Wonderbolts episode in season 8, maybe I will watch it. You know what I mean? So, things have definitely changed, but will I watch Generation 5? I don't know. I just don't seem too interested into it, just watching at the time of this posting, there was the recent song for season 8 has been released, and I'm like, there's no flame to it anymore. There's no fuel and fire or any desire for me to watch the show anymore, or at least any new episodes. To me, I think the end was season 6 for me, where the flames started to really go out on watching My Little Pony as a TV show. But but this doesn't mean that I'm gonna leave the brony fandom. Hell, I've been having debates on getting a Wonderbolts tattoo on my back, just put some ink on me to tell myself that this is where I came from, and put a big memory, because the brony fandom means a lot to me. I've met many different friends here, and I've embarked different challenges that were fun and sometimes that weren't fun, especially when it comes to making fan content. And without the brony community, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube that much, or probably uploading drum covers, because I mean drums is a different story I will get into in a different type of video for a different day. But yeah, like, I wouldn't be doing comic dubs or even talking about this video that much. Um, because, well, I wouldn't be the Brony. I'd just probably be standing in my regular everyday life. But, everything comes and goes, you know? Everything's got to change. And I think that the biggest change for me is just, I'm not really interested in the show. And who knows? Maybe I will watch season 8. Maybe I won't. Who knows? It is what my brain tells me. But, yeah, I think, the Brony fandom, I'll always be a Brony. I'll be a Brony for life. And, I've had so many relatable characters relate to me. Rainbow Dash being the athletic side of me, and Applejack being the pony that inspires me to be more honest and just to care for my family more. It's just been a long road for it's just been a long road for My Little Pony. And hopefully the future to come it'll be pretty bright. I hope to at least go to one pony convention in my life. That's one of my all-time goals, and as one of the big things I'm trying to do right now as I'm making this video is going to BabsCon, and I'm really excited for that. I already bought my ticket, and it's going to be a blast. And who knows if I'll like it or hate it. So I'm excited. But I'm just glad of all the friends that I made in this fandom. And hopefully in the future I'll be able to carry the legacy of how much I love this show. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to get this off my mind. It's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and being that February 2nd was the year that I became a Brony in 2013, I thought it was the perfect time to make this video. So, yeah. Leave a like or leave a comment below to tell me how you became a Brony. I'd like to hear. It's it's cool stories. Anyways, see you guys. See you next video.